A good writer can make a broken fingernail or a broken engagement as horrific to the hero as a broken neck. And that takes practice. The more we write and objectively review what we've written, the better our writing becomes. One way to think about it, getting the junk out of your head and onto the page is necessary so you can edit it. And it's essential to keep writing, to write and rewrite. So our writer has created this character, this hero, and let's say he's male, a fellow with a quiet strength maybe, and with interesting flaws that might entice empathy from readers. Let's call him John, although he's acquired the nickname Little John, and he wants so badly to just be one of the guys, to fit in. In fact, fitting in is his burning desire. But he's this huge 300-pound oaf, kind of clumsy. Right there, we've got conflict, internal or inherent conflict. What Little John, shortened to LJ, wants so badly to fit in remains out of reach because of what he is. Clumsy, oafish. How does a person escape that sort of inherent conflict? And how many readers might relate to having an internal war going on between their physical, mental, social abilities, what they were born with or have acquired, versus what they want in life? LJ's inherent conflict lies in subtext beneath everything that happens in the story. It may even be the root of the story. But that's up to the writer, isn't it? The writer's in charge of LJ's life and his dreams. So how does the writer then reveal LJ's inherent conflict to the reader? A clumsy way, rather heavy-handed, is to describe his physical shortcomings and then write, "The other guys laugh at him." Or you might consider how E. Annie Proulx describes her ungainly hero in the Shipping News. Here's an account of a few years in the life of Quoyle, born in Brooklyn and raised in a shuffle of dreary upstate towns. Hive-spangled, gut-roaring with gas and cramp, he survived childhood. At the State University, hand clapped over his chin, he camouflaged torment with smiles and silence. Stumbled through his 20s and into his 30s, learning to separate his feelings from his life, counting on nothing. He ate prodigiously, like a ham knuckle, buttered spuds. His jobs, distributor of vending machine candy, all-night clerk in a convenience store, third-rate newspaper man. At 36, bereft, brimming with grief and thwarted love, Quoyle steered away to Newfoundland, the rock that had generated his ancestors, a place he'd never been nor thought to go, a watery place, and Quoyle feared water. Only 130 words, and we get it. Because Annie Proulx writes it so vividly, we understand Quoyle's inherent conflict. And if you haven't read The Shipping News, by the way, published in 1994 by Scribner's, it's well worth a look. So our writer has this character, the hero, complete with inherent conflict. But that's not story yet. And at this point, the writer's wondering, okay, LJ's a pretty good character, but what happens? The answer to what happens is drama. The hero needs a dramatic situation. And by dramatic, I mean a situation that plays out on the page in real-time action and dialogue. A situation that shows LJ doing something toward his goal, toward fitting in. Then, immediately, he faces an obstacle. A person who defies him, or a task that seems insurmountable, or both. Both is usually better. Here's a secret for building conflict. Put 2 or more characters on a page. And what each character wants is somehow in opposition to the others. Then with action and dialogue, let them work out whose goal, whose burning desire, whose idea is going to win out. You see, even friendly conflict among allies creates tension that keeps readers riveted to the page. Let's say LJ wants to move a truck but doesn't have a key to start it, and it's imperative that he move that truck right now. His friend says, "No problem, let's hotwire it." LJ, who doesn't have a clue how to hotwire an ignition switch, figures his friend doesn't know either, and they'll waste time trying. "No," he says, "let's just push it." Friendly, dramatic conflict. More dramatic might be a schoolyard fight or a body tumbling off a roof. But a story can only handle so much of that kind of big conflict. Ordinary, everyday conflict contributes to a story's rising tension, and at the same time, each small battle or struggle helps reveal character, advance the story forward, while action and dialogue shows the conflict unfolding. And if LJ succeeds in moving the truck, another problem quickly arises, and then another, and another. In each situation, the reader learns more about the hero and becomes more invested in wanting him to succeed. And now, of course, the story is approaching the final conflict.